Hi everybody, this is Samith from workwithsamith.com. I've just got off a fantastic webinar by Zach Crawford, and the webinar was how to get your first 1,000 subscribers onto your list. It was an awesome content-filled webinar. Look, I've got a whole page of notes, actionable stuff that I can actually do. I think one of the best things that you can do for your business is to get onto live webinars, because the way I see it is, yes, you got to go through some great content, but usually at the end there's like a question and answer section, and what you're going to do is you're going to get free coaching. Whatever problems you have, if the presenter's good, like Zach was, he went and answered like six questions that I was really struggling with, and he just went off the bat and went off and told me in a very matter-of-fact way how to get over them. And yeah, I could have paid like a couple $100 or $1,000 to talk to some internet marketer for his coaching, or I just went online, listened to this excellent webinar, and I got free coaching. So thanks, Zach. I really appreciate it. So I'm actually just going to very quickly read through my notes. Hopefully you will get some value from it. But also, if you want the most value, obviously you'd get onto Zach's list, get onto his membership site, and you'll obviously get the replay of this video. But there's some fantastic things. There were some things on this I really had not. I bought so many courses and did not hear about this stuff before. So in essence, like I said, he was going on into how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. And after the webinar, I thought, this is so much easier than I've made it out to be. Okay, so much easier. One of the main, distinctions I got from the whole webinar, apart from how to get traffic, was the idea that stop being a consumer, start being a marketer. If you're here to make money online, obviously, you're trying to get your own internet market business, you got to stop trying to get all the free stuff. You got to stop trying to just consume more information. More information is not going to get your business through. Actually, what you got to do is you just got to start implementing the information, which is, obviously, I've got to do that as well. So when you implement information, you're going to get experience, and when you get experience, you get distinctions, and when you get distinctions, then you can actually start telling people, hey, I did this case study of this particular traffic method, this is what's happened for me. And people will actually start listening to you. So you got to stop being a consumer, start being a marketer. And one of the first traffic places he was talking about was forums. I've heard about forums before, obviously, but Zach was talking about specifically, the Warrior Forum, and how there are two main places to get traffic from. There's an actual place from articles, and all the articles will lead back to obviously an opt-in page. Fantastic. And I was thinking, yeah, why would I put my article on eZine article when I can put it onto the Warrior Forum? Where are you going to get more targeted traffic? Obviously the Warrior Forum. I wrote down Warrior Forum, highly targeted, ravenous and hungry traffic. Obviously that's what you're looking for. Go there, go to where your traffic is, and find a way to present yourself in front of them. So putting articles on the Warrior Forum, which is very cool. I also wrote down, stop being a sheep, start being a wolf, and run with the wolf pack. Yeah, so, Zach kept on going over and over again. Stop going to the Warrior Forum to buy stuff. Stop getting the WSOs, even though they're like $7 and it's so cheap and you just want to get them all. Start selling it. Be the one who sells the stuff. So I'm going to put that in my head, put it in. So what's the next one? SlideShares. Very cool site. Mainly this is what you do for SEO, but turns out there's a heap of traffic on there, and there's a very simple thing you can do. You create an article on your blog, pretty darn good article obviously, and then you create a PDF of that blog and put it onto SlideShare. So One, you get a backlink. Two, people reading it, and then they obviously go back to your opt-in page. You get a subscriber there. And three, Google can't read the content on on the SlideShare, so you won't get like penalized for duplicate content. So cool. Next one is guest posting. I'm not sure how I personally feel about guest posting, but obviously it works with Zach. I think I have to make my posts a lot better and start talking to people. I think it's also about networking with other marketers. But he said, for buck for buck, pound for pound, the best one is solo ads and ad swaps. And if you want to get your list to 1,000 subscribers, really simply done. Get onto a reputable solo adder. And the best place, he said, was safeswaps.com, safe, and then there's a dash swaps.com. And it's like eBay, where you can actually, people are rated, so then, there's that safety aspect, so you actually know if they're reputable or not. And then he was saying, make it really small. Don't go, don't make it huge. I've actually gone huge, and I wasn't happy with it. So start small, just do like 100 clicker, and if it's good opt-in rates, go back to that person, do 200, 300, 400 until it starts to go down. Obviously, with your solo ad, you want to take it to your own squeeze page. Okay, don't take it to an affiliate ad, because with yours you're trying to build your list. That's the main thing. So, and then when you've got your a good list, say at least 1,000 subscribers, then you can start doing ad swaps, which is just swapping emails between you and another marketer. So one of the main things I got from it was see what other people are doing online, analyze it, and it must be profitable. So Zach was talking about another internet marketer, and he kept on seeing his name come up, and he kept on seeing that his free content was at the top, and he realized, well, it costs the marketer $40 to keep bumping his content up to the top. So if you do it every couple of days, then that's a lot of money. Obviously, the reason why he's doing it is because it's profitable. So I said, aha, that's awesome. I got to do that as well. So, because you wouldn't do it, you wouldn't spend $40 a pop and be losing money. What else did I write? I wrote down learn copywriting. Force yourself to write an email every day. I mean, obviously I've been taught to create autoresponders, so I've got that down. But I think if you force yourself to write an email a day, just like I'm forcing myself to create a video a day, say for 21 days, then you're actually forcing yourself to develop the skill and develop good copywriting. And he was talking about two particular times to send out the email: 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hate the whole Eastern Standard Time. So I have to get, because I live in Australia, so I'm going to have to get a converter for that. But I'll get onto that as well. And everything's about testing. So when you're broadcasting, test to see what works the best for you, not what works the best for somebody else. So you might do in your broadcast content pitch, content pitch, or you might do content pitch, content pitch, or you might do content pitch. Whatever works for you. Find out what works best. Stop being consumer. Okay, so my main takeaways from this this video: get onto a webinar, and when you're on a webinar, turn off all the other things. So turn off the other tabs. I learned this off another webinar, and I was on the webinar, and the guy blatantly asked out, how many tabs you got open? And I wrote down 6. Other people wrote down 14. Another person wrote down 3. And it just just by that person saying that, it made me go, you know what, my mind wasn't focused. So I was 100%, I was 95% focused on this webinar, and I got so much out of it. And secondly, when I was on the webinar, I got to ask questions to Zach, and Zach, was so gracious with his answers, and answered them really, really well. And at the end of it, I wrote down, please give me the link to this stuff because I'm going to buy it. And that's what giving great content will do. I feel I have a need to buy something of Zach now, when I didn't before. I still haven't gone into Empowered Network, but sooner or later, you never know. Zach might make me go there. But the content was so good, it was trustworthy and believable, helped me so much. I thought, well, the least I can do is go with your recommendation. And the second one, stop being a consumer, start being a marketer. And the best way you can market is doing your own case studies, not just getting more information, but implementing that information, getting results, and then letting people know. It doesn't matter what the results are. I mean, that's the main thing. Then you actually have something to really write about. Then you have some kudos and experience. Okay, so this video is going a bit long now, so thank you very much, Zach, once again for a fantastic webinar. Chop and change this whole thing if you want, and learn from somebody good, and start implementing. So for me personally, I'm going to create an ad solo budget at the moment, even if it's $100 a month, just an ad solo budget. And secondly, I'm going to go onto the forum and just start posting some articles. Hey, targeted traffic. If it's going to, kick ass on these articles, hey, why wouldn't you? Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.